Hey, what is up guys, and welcome to this interior tutorial on this small medieval house that we built actually quite a long time ago. But the reason I did wait so long is because personally, for small houses like this, I think that's one of the hardest things you can do a good interior on. Just because with the bigger stuff, you have so much more room to work with, but with a small house, it kind of limits you on what you're able to do. But I did already build it, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I did. So yeah, let's go ahead and go in. I did delete the torch that was right here because I thought it actually did add a bunch more lighting on the inside, and then I did do a little bit of exterior work just with this chimney. I thought the build definitely needed one for the inside look, and it also did make the outside look a bit better too. So without further ado, let's go in. So to start off right off the bat, I just put in this table right here, and that is made by putting just a upside down stair facing straight towards you in the middle, and then one facing to the right on this side, and that kind of makes that little divot. If you guys can see there, it's about half a block, or actually 1/4 of a block. That's how much room it takes up, but it definitely looks better than if you just did that. So yeah, let me place that in, and then I put a candle in the window just because when it is dark outside, people on the outside can see that candle, and it looks a bit better and adds to the atmosphere a bunch. And then next to that I put a plant just to add to the greenery, and that plant, I think it was just, oh, I have it right here. It's a fern. I think Minecraft did take a bunch of stuff out. Like, you can't put grass in there anymore, I'm pretty sure. Let me try it. Yeah, you can't do grass anymore. You used to be able to, but not anymore. And before I get to the stairs, I did actually place those one block to the right of that table, and then two to the right again. That's where the stairs begin, or you can just judge it by wherever you put this pillar. But before I get to the stairs, since that is pretty much on the second level, I'll do the downstairs. So to the left, I added kind of a part wall over here, so it just goes out one block of the birch wood planks, and then a pillar up of, not spruce wood, oak wood, because that's the material we use for this build. And then above that I did a pillar of this oak wood again, and then same for the middle of this. And then filled it in with a half slab right there, just to make the roof a little bit smaller. Since it says a small house, I wanted it to feel kind of a bit smaller and maybe not as fancy as that big house we did last week. And also the mindset I had for this build was kind of like maybe like a warrior or knight's house. So I put up some banners, and then this thing has the shield and swords. And I must say this texture pack definitely helped, because the main reason this build, or the interior, looks so good, I think, is because of the pictures and all the different ones they had. Because right there you got the banner, and then this one had the sword and shield, and then there's a few other really cool ones upstairs as well. But back to this little sitting room type living room area. I did a corner couch right here. I'm not sure if they actually had these back in medieval times, but it definitely was the best looking thing, instead of just doing two chairs right here because that blocked the entrance, or just a double couch right here because it looked kind of weird out to the side. So yeah, the corner couch definitely looked the best. And then for little arm areas, I just did item frames. And then if you do have this texture pack and you use the light gray carpet, I think it's called, yeah, you get this sort of wolf pelt, or maybe it's like a polar bear pelt, I'm not quite sure, but it really looks cool. And plus it doesn't extend all the way to the outsides, rather than if you had the regular gray carpet, it goes like that and fills up the whole square. It doesn't look as good. But with this you can see kind of the outside rim of that oak wood plank beneath it, so it really looks cool. I did end up putting a fire in here, which did not end well. It lasted about 10 minutes, and then the build started to burn down, which was not good at all. So I went back to this little pumpkin slash jack-o'-lantern design to add to the light and whatnot. I did try a torch and whatnot, but that didn't really look as good. So I stuck with the jack-o'-lantern. Kind of looks like flames. Kind of doesn't. I'd rather use fire, but for the sake of the life of this house, I kept it safe and went with the jack-o'-lantern. And then I did do this kind of Hobbit-style circle entrance right here by just adding stairs and different angles, and that definitely looked cool. And then for this, I think this room is only a one wide gap, and then it extends out and has this wall, which is basically just a pillar in the middle, and then birch wood around the sides, and then a pillar on top, or not pillar, crossbeam on top, and then you got this stair right here. I thought the stair definitely looked better than having a full block and then a door right here instead, because then it just makes that wall look super flat and bland and just flat out boring. So let me see if I can get that stair back there, because that definitely looks better. There we go. So as you can see, it kind of slants down, and it makes the door make a bit more sense on why it's back that far. And another thing I try to do with this build is clutter it up as much as possible and kind of make the walking space a bit smaller and try to confine it down to about 1 block, because it did make it look a bit better than if you had it maybe that open, especially for a small house like this. I think for the big mansion interior tutorial, we definitely left that maybe a bit too open. But anyways, this little area back here is just sort of a pantry type storage area, so I did this little instruction slash blueprint for the pickaxe, and then above that some little storage space for pots and pans, and then knives, then a shelf. And then this could either be some ingredients or some sort of dying plant that maybe the knight or warrior left out when he was on his journeys or something. So as you can see, it definitely didn't have enough light in here, so that's why it died. And to the right of that I have this little chest. Not sure if you can actually open it. Oh, you can. Usually when you have blocks above it you can't open it, but I guess with the stairs you can. But if you did want this to be more realistic, maybe not put it there. You could either do one, or just pretend that the knight slides it out, or whoever lives in here just slides it out to open it up. I don't know. But let's get to the upstairs now. So for the stairs, like I said before, I just placed them right where this pillar is, and then had them go up until they reached can't even talk right now. This second floor right here, and I extended this wall over. Before it was back 1, but I flattened it out and made it like this. And then right to the left of these stairs, I placed some fences in to act as kind of a barrier so people don't just fall down the stairs and break their legs. And I kept these windows here because that definitely looked cool. Same with most of them over here. I think there might have been one in this area. I can't really remember. Actually, I don't think there was there? No. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do is tell you guys about the chimney. So let me do that real quick. So for the chimney, I think, yeah, this is just 1 block extended out, and then this one right here where the jack-lantern is, that is actually just where the wall was pretty much, and then it extended 1 back. But for this, I did stairs back there, so I could get this kind of angle like that. So you have this gap right here. It's about half a block, and that definitely adds to a bit more different look than you'd normally see in some fireplaces. And then just did kind of an archway with stairs above that, and that's how I ended up with that fireplace. Definitely not fireproof, so don't do it if you're trying to be safe about that type of stuff. And then I made the fireplace go up, or the chimney go up a little bit, just so it's a bit more realistic instead of just having it stopped. And make it so this wall is just completely empty. But yeah, I had this bed right here, and this wall looked kind of boring, so I added a picture above that. Not sure what that is. I think it's some sort of war zone. Oh, that doesn't look good. I'll stay zoomed out, just because it's so pixely. Makes the picture look really bad if you go too close. But yeah, I think that might be some sort of battleground. As you can see, it's a castle, and it's got smoke and fire around it. Maybe some sort of frozen lake that it looks like a cannonball's going into. I don't know. And so this is a double bed, so maybe the knight's a big dude, so he needs a bunch more room than just that single half of a bed. And then I put this chest in front of it for some storage space, and then added this little rug. Because, you know, when he gets up in the morning, he probably doesn't want to just step on hardwood floor. He wants to be relaxed. Have a little bit of cushion under his feet, so that's why I put that down there. And then this is just a table, just like you saw downstairs. And then he's got another banner, maybe the symbol of his army, or what would you call it? I don't know. Team? I don't know. And then to the left of this, maybe it's some sort of bounty. Maybe this guy's a ranger, not a knight, so he's got a wanted list that he tracks down this bandit or whoever it is, and then turns him in, gets his little reward, and that's how he survives and pays his rent and whatnot. And then here's another candle in the window just to add to the atmosphere, and then another plant right there. And then this is one of the only builds that I've done an attic in, and I must say, as the build goes up, it kind of gets even darker and more gloomier, and you can kind of start to tell what this guy does. So as you go up, the first floor is really bright and kind of happy. Maybe that's where he invites his guests and other knights to drink and maybe throw a few parties. And then this is more calm, and this is probably where he sleeps. And then up here is where he does the dirty work. He studies all the bounties and kind of rewards you can get. Maybe this is like a weapon rack instead of just knives. He's got some chests for his armor and whatnot. Pots and pans. I don't know why those are there. They just kind of add to the look. And then maybe this can be like a weapon blueprint. This is maybe not a pickaxe, but instead some sort of or some sort of crazy axe that he's about to make. And take to battle, and then you got this window that he can look at while he's studying his bounties and maybe his notes that he's taken on where the bandits might have gone. And then he's got this little desk type thing and the candle so he can read in the darkness of the attic. And then this little chair. So yeah, that is that. And then I did also do some fences underneath this little slant up, just to add to the support of the attic instead of just having it like that. And I believe that is all I had on this build. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about these little chests right here. So instead of having it like all symmetrical, I kind of tried to mess it up a little bit and have it a little bit different order. So that definitely helped with the look of the build. And I believe, yeah, that must be it. Because I already talked about that, the little storage space, so yeah. I'm definitely curious to see what else you guys want to see built in this town, because I mean, we do have this little nice area over here that we could build, maybe a castle or old broken down fortress up here. And then maybe if you guys have some ideas up there, because it is kind of icy. I'm not sure what I should put. Maybe a nice Nordic settlement, not so much Viking style with the thatch roofs, but maybe a bit warmer style build. I'm not quite sure. So definitely let me know if you guys have any ideas down in the comments. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials like this. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, I will see you next time.